Well, the bloodshed initially kicked off when the military raided two protest camps supporting ousted President Morsi. And the deposed leader has plenty of support in the wider region, too. Here's a pro-Morsi demonstration in Istanbul with participants numbering in the thousands. They're demanding an end to the bloodshed, and Turkey's leaders also condemn what's happening in Egypt. Similar scenes in the Yemeni capital, tens of thousands of people turning up there. But neighboring Saudi Arabia has taken an opposing stance. They said Egypt's government is fighting against terrorism, and the kingdom fully supports that. Washington was among the Western nations who condemned what's happening but haven't done anything else.
We're talking about our larger strategic interest, our national security interests in the region, the role that Egypt plays. Certainly there have been some significant bumps in the road, but our focus is on getting back to a sustainable path to democracy.
You would argue that your policy has served national security, U.S. national security interests and the interests of regional security?
Well, Matt, you're talking about our aid to Egypt?
No, I'm talking about your policy towards Egypt in general, not just the money, the approach that you have taken since President Morsi's ouster. Do you believe that that has promoted or advanced either U.S. national interests or the interests of regional security?
Well, obviously, Egypt is going through a challenging time right now. What our focus is on, what Deputy Secretary Burns' focus was on when he was in the region, what the Secretary's focus is on in every call he's making, is how to return to a sustainable path to democracy, how to end the bloodshed. So we evaluate our relationship every single day and what that means.
But you're not answering my question. Do you believe that your policy has advanced U.S. national interests or the interests of regional security? Yes, no, and if the answer is yes, what interests have been advanced or promoted?
We don't look at it through that prism. We're looking at our longer-term interests here, Matt.
So the U.S. admitting that there are significant obstacles on the path to democracy for Egypt right now, but they've constantly stopped short of saying the president's removal there was, in fact, a coup. And their $1.5 billion a year in military aid is still flowing into Egypt. We also talked to pro-democracy activist Fatima Said, who says that their inaction is making matters worse.
It's actually quite shameful to see countries and leaders of Western governments who hail themselves as beacons of democracy supporting the slaughter of democracy and its supporters in Egypt. What Obama came out and said yesterday is simply not enough. This is what the Obama's subsidies to the army buys, the slaughter of innocent men, women and children. The army may have pulled the trigger, yes, but it was the West that loaded the gun. And the West must take an active stance against this. It's not too late to side with democracy in Egypt. They must come out, they must reject what is happening in Egypt. These cosmetic diplomatic maneuvers of recalling ambassadors and the tepid statements, again, they are not enough. We are talking about people dying and a revolution.